Good morning everyone. We are from BJMP 2033 Production and Operation Management Group E. Our title research is Service Quality in UUM Student Satisfaction. This research is prepared by me, Co-Chia with the metric number 278130, and my teammates Chia with the metric 277874, TEONG 278229, Chia with a metric number of 278467, and last member is Ying with a metric number of 281197. In this project, an analysis has carried out about the quality issues occur in education center. This project will focus on the education center in local country Malaysia. This project focus on the quality issues which happen in University Utara Malaysia UUM. UUM campus is in the Sintok, Kedah. UUM is located at 8 kilometers north of Alostar and 10 kilometers east of Changrun. UUM has a total of 28,866 students with around 23,907 of them being undergraduates and 4,959 being postgraduates. Too many students at UUM may cause a lot of issues happen. In this project, we focus on 3 quality issues which are student failure to get their course by adult system. Second is unsatisfying of students toward the infrastructure in UUM. And the last issue is unsatisfying of students toward the accommodation in UUM. All the questions about the quality issues will be inserted into the Google form. Google form will be created to correct all the response from the UUM students. The form will be sent to 10 students for each analysis. So there will be 120 responses corrected in the Google form. All of these replies will be corrected from the Google form, will be analyzed and spread out by 7 types of basic quality tools. These 7 types of quality tools are scatter diagram, check sheet, histogram, control chart, Pareto analysis, cause and effect diagram, and flowchart.
Good afternoon. My name is Chia and my metric number is 277874. From the literature review part, I found that there are 4 purposes of quality control. First, produce product that able to make the quality standard required. Second, plan the lowest inspection fee as possible. After that, quality control enhance the prediction of the design of the product and process by using the specific producing quality to maintain the cost as low as possible. For the last purpose of quality control is to make sure the producing cost is kept as cheap as possible. However, I also found that there are 4 factors that will influence the quality. The operating infrastructure, which including the building physical state, will affect the quality. Besides, the use of facility and tools will have an impact on quality also. The last factors are employee of organization and raw material. So, there are several quality control tools. First is the flowchart. Flowchart used to determine a process. Second, check sheet. Check sheet used to check the objects that have been recorded so that data can be collected quickly and efficiently. Third, histogram. Histogram used in finding difference and then summarizing the data. The following quality control tools is scatter diagram. Scatter diagram used to determine if 2 variables are related or if the positive or negative relationship. Next, control chart, which is using in determining if the quality of the products being produced is under control or out of control. After that, Pareto diagram, that used to categorize the problem based on their causes and their symptoms. Lastly, cause and effect diagram, and also named as fishbone diagram, which used to determine factors and provide solutions.
Good day, doctor and my fellow friends. My name is Chia, metric number 278467. Now I will talk about some background of University Utara Malaysia UUM. As we all know, the UUM is a well-known management public university in Malaysia. The mission is to be an immense management university, while the vision is we educate the leader with holistic characteristics to serve the global community. Now I will talk about some background of University Utara Malaysia UUM. On August 1983, the planning of construction in Bandar Darul Aman is started. After a few months, they approved the plan and give the name of the Sixth University Project. On February 1984, the University Utara Malaysia is formally named and established. On June 1984, the construction is complete and the first batch student went to UUM. On September 1990, the permanent campus in Sinto is established. On February 2004, UUM is officially declared open. On January 2008, the reorganization of the university academic structures. UUM is located at Sinto Bukit Kayu Hitam Kedah. UUM main campus is located at 1061 hectares with a green hill surrounded. It also nears the Malaysia-Thailand border.
Hello everyone, my name is TEONG and I would like to continue the first quality issue, which is student failure to get their course by the airdrop system. A scatter diagram has been used to identify the quality issue on the efficiency of IT system UUM. Based on the diagram on the left, the scatter diagram shows a trend that slopes downward from left to right. So there is a negative relationship between these two variables. The longer the time used while airdrop, the lower the quantity of courses successfully added. Hence, we know that there are some issues with the airdrop system cause students use a very long time while airdrop. Next, the cause and effect diagram has shown the four main problems students face while airdrop, which is long loading time, fail to load the page, show class full after selecting the class, and fail to log into the portal. Under the main problem of long loading time, three reasons cause the main problem, which is during the selection of course, program, and course component. Besides, the page shows error and turn to a blank web page, cause students fail to load the page. Next, the table on the right is a Pareto analysis, while the left side is the Pareto chart to analyze the problem that students face while airdrop. Based on the Pareto chart and 80-20 rules, the long loading time and fail to load the page are the major problems. From the survey, 71.16% of the students have selected this problem. Therefore, UUM must take action to solve the major problem, such as enhancing the IT system by doing maintenance and shortening the airdrop procedure. Next, based on the survey question, do you think that the airdrop steps should be shortened to improve the process efficiency? There are 75% of respondents think that the airdrop procedure should be shortened. Therefore, a process flowchart has been created to identify the process of airdrop system by UUM. Based on the process flowchart, 7 steps are needed to register for a course. If you fail the first step, you're failing the following step. Once you reach the 4th, 5th, and 6th steps, another big challenge here is fail to loading the page. The time you use to keep refreshing the web page, other people have completed their airdrop session. Therefore, the page loading time cause students fail to add the subject and class they want. Thus, UUM has to plan a long-term plan to enhance the server and the IT system to accommodate more users. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good afternoon, doctor. My name is Tae Hui and my metric number is 281197. So I will start my part of the group presentation. So let us continue with the quality issue 1. We use the check sheet to identify the problem that UUM student access support staff to solve technical platform problem. So from the data, we can know 90 respondents choose yes and 30 respondents choose no. So overall, most of the UUM students are able to access support staff to solve technical platform problems. Next, we also use the check sheet and add a histogram to collect data from the surveys to identify the problem satisfaction of UUM students to work efficiency of support staff in assisting solving technical platform problems. So from the data, we can know 20 respondents strongly unsatisfied, 16 respondents unsatisfied, and 20 respondents neutral to the problem, and 15 respondents satisfied and only 5 respondents strongly unsatisfied. So overall, majority respondents are unsatisfied. So therefore, UUM must take action to improve the efficiency of support staff in order to help UUM students in solving technical platform problems. Next, we also use the check sheet and the histogram to collect data from the survey about the problem satisfaction of UUM students towards sufficient relevant resources and information provided by school portal. So from the data, we can know 35 respondents strongly unsatisfied, 55 respondents unsatisfied, 15 respondents is neutral, and 9 respondents satisfied, and only 6 respondents strongly satisfied. So overall, majority respondents are unsatisfied. Therefore, UUM need to provide sufficient relevant resources and information in school portal to assist students obtain more information.
Now we will discuss about the quality issue too, satisfying of students toward the accommodation in UUM. The seal-out chart is another name for a control chart. Seal-out is a statistical chart that determines whether an industrial process is under control and capable of meeting customer-defined specification limitations. Control charts are useful for projecting the process performance, comprehending various production patterns, and also examining how a process changes or shifts from regularly stated control limit over time. In this control chart, 12 samples will be used in the control chart. These 12 samples are from 12 different types of industries in UUM. Each sample got 10 students, which are the respondents. This control chart will be used to determine whether UUM operators are provide the best accommodation service to all the students in UUM or not. Based on control chart above, we can show that upper control limit is 8.89, lower control limit is 4.89, while the average limit is 6.58. To check whether the process is out of control or in control or not, 4 rules should be complied so that the process can be said in control. First rule is no sample points outside the limits. Second rule is most points near process average. While the third rule is there must have equal number of points above and below the center line. Last rule is the points should appear randomly distributed. Overall, we can say that the process of UUM operating the accommodation service is out of control. This is because the process already not comply with the first rule, which is no sample points outside the limits. From the control chart, we can show that there are 2 points are located outside the upper control limit UCL, which is the point in sample 5 and 12. So the process of UUM operating the accommodation service in the UUM still not successful. It may need to improve and highlighted this problem.
From the 120 respondents that from 12 different industries of UUM, we have collected data about the problem that students meet when staying in industries UUM. Almost 92 students out of 120 students are not satisfied with the industries. From this histogram, we can clearly see that the mode of the problem is room of industries problem. There are 65 students are facing the room of industries problem, which are representing 54.17%. The second highest and the third highest problem are toilet in industries and animal intrude in industries, which are 17 students and 6 students respectively, and which are representing 14.17% and 5% respectively. The lowest problem that students meet when staying in industries UUM is security problem, which is only 4 students and it represents 3.33%. However, still have 28 students are satisfied with the UUM industries. We have found that there are 4 main points from the problem that students meet in the room of industries UUM. From this histogram, the main issue that students not satisfied with the room of industries is don't have toilet in each room. There are almost 31 students are not satisfied with this, which represent 25.83%. There are 19 students think it is narrow space in room of industries, which represent 15.83%. And the lowest problem of room in industries is lack of socket that only have 15 students or 12.50%. However, almost 55 students are satisfied with the room of analysis, but face the other problem in analysis of UEM. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Now, I will proceed to the third quality issue, which is unsatisfying of student towards infrastructure in UUM. We had investigated the four infrastructure in UUM, which are sport complex, varsity mall, university healthcare center, and a cafe in UUM. The data collected is recorded in the form of chart sheet, and we analyze it using the histogram. From the histogram, we clearly analyze that there are 75 respondents are not satisfied with the condition and service provided by the University Healthcare Center, and 74 respondents are not satisfied with the condition and service provided by the cafe in UUM. The two infrastructure that are satisfied by respondents are University Healthcare Center and the cafe in UUM. For University Healthcare Center in UUM, there are three common problems are listed in the survey. The first one is the healthcare center did not cover all the treatment. The hygiene problem in the healthcare did not solve and getting worse. And third one is the long waiting and queue time. After analyzing the data collected from the survey, the issue of long waiting and queue time is more embarrassing the students in UUM. It is about 75 out of 120 students, which is 62.5% approve that the issue of long waiting and queue time is the reason why they are not satisfied with the healthcare center in UUM. So to enhance this problem, the UUM Healthcare Center can consider increase the staff so that they can able to handle the needs of students and provide the service with no delay. For the cafe in UUM, there are three common problems listed in the survey, which are the long queue time, lack of food and drinks choice in the food store and canteens, hygiene problems still do not solve and getting worse. There are about 110 out of 120 students, which are 91.7% approve that the issue of long waiting and queue time is the reason why they do not satisfied with the cafe in the UUM. To enhance this problem, the food store and canteen operators should make sure that all the food prepared in the clean methods, and they should make sure the food store and canteen are allowed the rules and standard of food preparations so that the student may not get risk of the food poisonings. Now I will pass this to the next presenter.
In conclusion, from the first quality issue, most of the students fail to get their course by add-drop system and lack information in the school portal system. Therefore, UUM has to plan a long-term plan to enhance the server and the IT system to accommodate more users, shortening the add-drop procedures, increase the efficiency of the support staff to assist students solving technical platform problems, and provide more relevant resources and information in the portal system. Next, from the second quality issue, most of the students are satisfied toward the accommodation in UUM. Hence, UUM need to solve narrow space of room problems faced by the UUM students. Next, from the third quality issue, most of the students are satisfied toward infrastructure in UUM. Therefore, to enhance these problems, UUM Healthcare Center can consider increasing the staff. More staff will be able to handle the need of the student and provide the service with no delays. And UUM operator should make sure the food staff and canteen are follow the rules or standard food preparation so that students may not be get risk of food poisoning. That's all from our group presentation. Thank you.